Hey guys, Crew Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
Avatar. The last Airbender. Last time on Avatar was a beach.
There were several beaches.
Son of the beach.
There's boobies.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Granny boobies.
And it's time you learn my history with Firelord Susan.
Huh?
You need to understand how the war began. If you want to know how to end it, meet me on my home island on the day of the summer solstice.
They have a summer solstice.
Okay, Roku.
There was an episode about it.
Uncle.
You need to know the story of your great-grandfather's demise. It will reveal your own destiny.
Who's that? His mom?
Whoa.
That's neat.
It's like Rogue One.
Wait, what do you remember about our great-grandfather's history?
Firelord Sozin began the war, of course. He spent his early years secretly preparing for it. He was as patient as he was clever. He famously waited for the comet, later renamed Sozin's Comet, and used its power to launch his full-scale invasion of the world. In the end, he died a very old and successful man.
But how did he die?
He died peacefully, in his sleep. He was ancient.
Dragon.
I love Roku so much.
What does it mean?
Oh, burn.
Ooh, secret letter.
The Fire Sages keep the secret history in the Dragonbone Catacombs.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Dragon Bone Catacombs.
Secret tunnel. Light his chest on fire.
Oh no, that's Sozin.
Ooh, that's spooky. I don't like it.
The final testament of Firelord Sozin.
Come, and
Nice cuts.
Where are we going?
to visit my
Deep
past,
cuts.
our shared past.
Mind your feet.
Looks like I win again, Roku.
Are you kidding? The tree root did all the work.
Oh.
Nice one, Susan.
You were friends with Firelord Sozin?
Back then, he was just Prince Susan. And he was my best friend. Love is hard when you're young.
You don't have to tell me.
Don't worry, it gets better. Now come with me.
Shane doesn't mean when I go in my diabetic coma.
Buries you.
Grass. We just look like a
Trying to just trying to give me vegetables.
Did something happen to my father?
No, Prince Susan. We are not here for you. We are here to announce the identity of the next Avatar. It is our honor to serve you. Avatar Roku.
I bet that created a divide, maybe?
A great divide.
I started packing, but then the Fire Sages told me I won't need any worldly possessions anymore.
Oh. Here. I hope you're at least allowed to have this.
But this is a royal artifact. It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
I want you to have it.
Stab someone with that.
That might get fucking annoying on your head.
Just bowing,
Bows
stab
and
someone.
Hey, we're almost at the southern
Well,
edge.
watch yourself on that.
This was the first stop on my Avatar journey. It was the place where I was trained to master airbending, and also where I met an old friend of yours, Monk Diazzo.
Oh, cool.
Hey, that's amazing. I can't believe you were friends with Monkey Yazzo just like I was.
Some friendships are so strong, they can even transcend lifetimes.
That was great. I'm gonna cry. I love this theme so much.
Yeah.
What?
Cool.
Long years.
Good, you're still friends.
After all these years, he was still my best friend. And a few Months later,
You got
he was
fucked.
my best man.
Right from the
Great
start,
shot.
I was destined to be Firelord. And although we didn't always know it, you were destined to be the Avatar. It's an amazing stroke of fate we know each other so well, isn't it? Together we could do anything.
Yeah, we could.
Our nation is enjoying an unprecedented time of peace and wealth.
Let's start a war.
People are happy, and we're so fortunate in so many ways.
Where are you going with this?
I've been thinking, we should share this prosperity with the rest of the world. In our hands is the most successful empire in history. It's time we expanded it.
I've seen the colony, Sosen. How dare you occupy Earth Kingdom territory?
How dare you, a citizen of the Fire Nation, address your Firelord this way? Your loyalty is to our nation first. Anything less makes you a traitor.
Don't do this, Sosen. Don't challenge me. It will only end badly.
Huh? Sheesh.
Oh, ninja vanish.
Oh, fuck! Avatar state.
Does he know how to control it?
Probably.
Whoa.
I'm letting you go in the name of our past friendship. But I warn you, even a single step out of line will result in your permanent end.
This is amazing, Roku. You're battling a volcano, and you're winning.
Unfortunately, my success didn't last, Aang. There was no way I could do it all.
Need a hand, old friend?
Chosen?
There's not a moment to wait.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's bending the heat away.
Lightning.
No.
Don't breathe the toxic gas!
Oh, man.
Too much! Please!
Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible.
Come on,
I
man.
have a vision for the future, Roku.
I didn't think he'd leave him.
I didn't think he went either.
Fuck.
Kind of wonder why he went there.
Save him, dragon. Pick him up.
Jeffrey?
Get him. No, 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 get him. Pick.
Oh.
Damn it, Jeffrey. And Aang was born.
Wait, that's me, isn't it?
Make sense of our past, Aang, and you will bring peace and restore balance in the world.
You sent this, didn't you? I found a secret history, which, by the way, should be renamed the history most people already know. The note said that I needed to know about my great-grandfather's death, but he was still alive in the end.
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about?
You have more than one great-grandfather, Prince Zuko. Sozin was your father's grandfather. Your mother's grandfather was Avatar Roku.
What?
Why are you telling me this?
Because understanding the struggle between your two great-grandfathers can help you better understand the battle within yourself. What happened generations ago can be resolved now by you. This is a royal artifact.
Oh, shit.
It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
Roku was just as much Fire Nation as Sozin was, right?
If anything, their story proves anyone's capable of great good and great evil. Everyone, even the Firelord and the Fire Nation, have to be treated like they're worth giving a chance.
Oh, wow. That was probably my favorite episode of Avatar yet.
A lot of information. It was a great episode, yeah.
That was
my
wonderful. Very first thing I have is this Sud in the very beginning. You know who that is? Like, is that the master of Roku? I guess it could be. Maybe.
I mean, a lot of the Earth Kingdom guys have
They kind of have that top
same
notch. Because we talked about what if Boulder, remember
Yeah.
from the top episode? Like, what if it was him, but the beard was different? But that one with the pointed to the mustache, but no mustache, I think that the Bender here has that. He kind of has the same thing. I don't know. It could be.
Maybe.
Every time I see a new Earthbender, I'm always like, is that him? Is that him? Is that him? Is that him?
We know, Eric.
I love this episode. I would love an episode like that for Kyoshi as well.
Yeah, just the
Avatar
history.
Kyoshi.
Yeah. Best. I mean, I love the theme of friendship between the Sozin and Roku. Probably the best moment for me is whenever the Airbender, the Aang. I love the idea that when they found out Aang was the Avatar, it's like he's seeing his friend again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I liked when he showed up initially. He's like, "You need help, old friend?"
Yeah, that was great, but I was so happy seeing that, and that made me probably more upset whenever he ultimately left him.
Yeah, because he came there to help him. Now, in the long run, if he didn't come there to help him, he might have died anyway already. But the fact that he came to help, and then he saved his life because he was about to fall in the lava or whatever, and he pushed that rock out, and then he just left him.
I think that it's a matter of he got there and he realized like his initial instinct was,
Yeah, it was to help a friend.
I gotta help my friend.
friend.
But then when he got there and he has the weight of everything that's happening and
he
this could be my chance.
He sees the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Because he can't take him one-on-one in a straight-up fight, so...
I kind of wish we might have gotten a little bit more information about Sozin, like did he have any regret for what he did? But I would say no, because not only did he kill his friend the Avatar, he destroyed an entire culture so he wouldn't come back.
Yeah, he destroyed all the nomads so that the Avatar couldn't be there to stop him and that he could take over.
I like seeing the full potential of an Avatar.
Yeah, every time that happens, like whenever Kyoshi moved, the
island,
the peninsula or whatever, she just fucking moved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you. Seeing a fully realized Avatar. Now the thing is like Roku, it took him years and years and years to master all of the elements. They were gone so long. Aang has a summer.
Yeah, but also the custom was not to tell the Avatar that they are actually the Avatar until their 18th birthday.
Yeah.
So he's been training with fire and stuff like that for 18 years, and then he goes to all.
But like whenever he comes back and obviously things have changed, but he ultimately thinks that the friendship's still there. But I wonder if Sozin. I like to believe that Sozin also believed the friendship was there, but was he ultimately trying to just use his friend, or did he really believe that those two, it would be kind of like Luke and Vader together will rule the galaxy versus I'll use his position to forward my own agenda?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So Sozin is Zuko's great grandfather.
His grandfather.
Huh?
Zuko's dad was the son of Sozin.
No, great grandfather. It would be Zuko, Ozai, a dad, and then Sozin, right?
I can't
The
remember
grandfather,
his dad's
what was his name? He was the one that was going to take Zuko away or whatever, right?
He was gonna punish. Well, he basically, from the sounds of it, he was gonna kill him
because of the coup.
Ozai.
Because of the coup.
Yeah.
So it's 4 generations, but also 4 generations he's related to Roku, which is interesting. So they didn't really come out and say it, but Roku did have children.
Well, he and his wife lived in that village.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we never heard about it.
Many years.
I kept kind of wondering, like, that's interesting though, the fact that Zuko is related to both of those men. I wonder if that will factor into anything. I mean, that would mean that, obviously not, but Aang is his great grandfather. Reborn, because the Avatar is the same spirit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of. Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's not.
He has a connection to his grandfather.
I think
Because,
Iroh
like-
said it well. Like the struggle of Roku
Yeah.
and Sozin is still fighting inside of Zuko.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I like that. Was pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's hard for me to think about, like, because Roku is Aang in a way. I mean, yeah, it's like a reincarnation and stuff, but whenever Aang was saying, I can't do this, you know, Roku said, you can, Aang, you've done it before.
Yeah.
You know, so like they do consider themselves like the same spirit or essence or something. There's something there, but that's because that's why he can tap into the Avatar states, the power of all the previous Avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a great fucking episode. Fuck.
It's definitely a nice change from last episode.
Yeah.
This is fucking weird.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only thing that I did notice that kind of took me out of it, my favorite character, Iroh, you can definitely tell that's not Mako. I think that's the first time I definitely heard the new actor, which is, it's fine. It still works. It still passes off him. I might have to get used to it for a second, though.
I always really had to get used to it.
Yeah.
Because I was always so very attached to Mako as Uncle Iroh.
I wonder if they purposely made Iroh silent for the last couple episodes. I mean, he just hasn't spoken the whole time.
Did they make you forget or something?
No, maybe as an honor of Mako. Like, it's almost as if Iroh had vowed silence to not speak without his voice for a little bit. Because it's been how many episodes since we've heard him speak?
Yeah.
It's been almost 3 episodes, I think. 3 or 4. It's
Okay.
been a while.
So Iroh, I'm assuming, left the note, but how?
I don't know.
Maybe the White Lotus?
I mean, how do you get that crown thing in there?
I don't know.
He's been holding on to that for years.
I mean, they've had the White Lotus come up again now. We know that he's part of it. Maybe there's some kind of skullduggery happening in the background with those guys, you know? But I mean, that is Roku's thing, right?
Yeah.
Like they said it's the royal relic that's passed down. If he wears that, he'd have to choose one great grandfather or another, right? Is that kind of how I'm taking that? Like, here's this relic. If you want to wear it, that's a choice, or I don't know. You know
Maybe it's more of a stance on like where his destiny should lead him. Whereas like Aang was talking about like anybody should be given a chance of like being good or being bad. So maybe it's not necessarily saying, well, I'm choosing him because they're bad. Maybe it's more of like I'm choosing this way to be versus being this way.
I'm thinking about Iroh and his motivation, why he does something when he does it. Like, he was ignoring Zuko all this time, but he chooses this moment to have some other person leave a note, you know? That would ultimately lead him back to Iroh to talk again, you know? Because Iroh would have to know that there was no end to that story on Sozin.
I mean, I guess not talking gives him like that. Had the whole doubt in his mind already anyway, rather than giving him answers then, because he wouldn't have listened probably.
Well, I was thinking like, is Iroh still deciding if Zuko's even worth it?
Yeah.
You know.
I think that if he would have said something initially, Zuko wouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
He was getting what he was wanting, and it wasn't the time to like say, "Hey, here's the truth of stuff."
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of like let him kind of go and find what he wants himself for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he had such doubt of like, I feel like I betrayed my uncle, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing what I want with my father, but you know I'm still not happy.
I don't know what's right from wrong anymore.
Yeah, and once he kind of gets in that state where he's just like, I don't know.
Sure.
Now it's like, well, here.
Now he's seeking guidance.
Use this information now.
I'm so anxious or excited to see what his plan is. He's obviously training. He's obviously has something up his sleeve. What the hell can he's got a fucking prison break. Got to do a prison break.
Need some tattoos.
He's got Schofield. All right, I don't have anything else. I love the episode so much.
Yeah.
Much.
One of my favorite episodes.
We had just straight up, not fire bending, but heat bending.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems weird.
Well, we've had Iroh heat up his tub.
Well, his tea also.
I guess. Yeah.
It's in the same family tree.
I guess so. But like, can waterbenders just make things cold or send cold away or?
Well, they freeze water.
Things.
Well, yeah.
See, the thing is that he was absorbing it with one hand and then letting it out with the other, so it's going through like.
It was like the lightning. It was like the lightning thing.
It's kind of like lightning,
Iroh sent it away
when he channeled it.
But it just seemed interesting. Like, doing stuff with ice is like another version of water. I don't picture the heat as being like another version of fire. You know what I mean? It just seemed, I guess lava being like fire is kind of like a mix of like, earth and fire.
Yeah.
Manipulating it makes sense and stuff like that. I just felt like the heat bending itself was like interesting.
I would say it's
That's what makes it dangerous though. As part of the fire is the heat, I think.
yeah.
True.
It comes with it.
I would say the heat of the fire is comparable to the temperature of ice to water.
So can they control like hot water?
Probably.
I mean, they can make water hot.
Can they control the hot water? If they can
Like could
they
a
can't control
could a firebender take the heat away of something and make it cold?
Could you do that to their
I
body?
mean, he just did.
Yeah.
He took the heat away
Yeah,
from the
you're
magma.
right.
I think you're good enough.
yeah, but can you do it to anything? What's the extent of like heat bending?
Your skill, probably.
Yeah.
And if you can heat bend, can you also cold bend? Since
Well, because
it's
one
just
guy
like
can fucking combustion bend. There's a lot of there's lightning bending. There's a lot of different subsets of fire.
Mhm.
I mean, we have the freezing with water, and we have metal with earth. But
When you get farther and
I mean,
farther away from,
if you think about it, Azula being a prodigy firebender, her fire is hotter.
yeah, it's
so
blue.
it burns blue.
Yeah.
So if you have another prodigy, they could use that ability to affect change in that.
Yeah.
I think the farther you go down the skill tree from the basics, the more like two elements are. Like the farther down, like they're comparable.
Yeah.
When we've seen that the Avatar state can enhance all of those different abilities, like I wonder if there is such a thing as like being able to manipulate temperature. At the point of Avatar state, could you create like storms because of cold and hot currents like hitting each other and stuff? That would be kind of badass.
Yeah.
Be
For some
like-
reason, I imagine like a storm appearing when they come.
Yeah, like a hurricane. Okay, that I don't got anything else. That's a great episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than the Iroh Mako voice, that was, I won't say disappointed because obviously it's nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah.
The other disappointing thing is there was no Ty Lee in a bathing suit. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you want to see more Avatar right now, you can do so
Right
at
now?
Patreon. Right now.
Seriously?
No, you can't do it.
All right, I'm out of here.
Leave.
leave.
You got to do it like this,
Calvin.
because he like.
Dang, I missed.